guys, holy crud, man. So it's like I just be straight up honestly, blatantly honest, you know. Like I was in like a long distance relationship or whatever the heck. I mean, not. I mean, I don't really classify it as like an actual relationship or whatever the heck because that whole physical aspect of it was never really in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, does that make sense? But yeah. So with this being said, kind of just like dipped out of, not dipped out because that sounds very bad. I'm not like a fuck boy, if you will, or whatever the heck. I'm not that at all. Never been that kind of dude. I'm old school in the sense of like I believe in loyalty and true commitment and like freaking, you know, just being there for the other person and stuff like that. I mean, so I'll be honest, like I didn't really grow up the best way. Like meaning I don't have all these friends and stuff that I can talk to, connect with, and you know what I'm saying? Like, what's the word? What is the word here? Um, what's the word, guys? I don't know. Relate with. There we go. Relate. I don't have many friends that I can relate with because I didn't grow up like many friends around the heck, many people out there. I grew up like on my own way, if that makes sense. I understand I'm on my own path, right? So with that being said, it's like it's lonely. But you know what people like high up people say it's lonely at the top. It's lonely at the top. It's lonely at the top. And it's like that's I mean I'm not even at the top yet, but it's like damn man, this lonely life or whatever the heck. Not lonely life, but like the lonely road, the lonely path that I find myself to be on. It's like it's what would be the proper word to say? It's hard. Mentally it's a very exhausting thing to be on, you know. It's not the best, if that makes sense. Can we get some effects up in this piece? Up in this piece. No, I don't really like any of them. So yeah, anyway, point being, YouTube do. It's just it's like I was saying last night. It's just a mental struggle, and I find like I truly don't try and be judgmental. Don't get me wrong. I don't try and be judgmental at all. Like that's not my thing. I don't try and be judgmental, but like everyone has opinions and stuff like that, right? Like everyone has an opinion. Sometimes people's opinions aren't the best, and especially as we're going into 2026, people's opinions like they matter, but like at the same time, like does everyone's opinion really matter? Like there are people. What's happening? What's happening? Rachov, what's happening? What's up? I'm just talking about life in a sense right now. But yeah, so like, does everyone's opinion really matter? You know what I mean? Like, if you have a group of five people, five individuals, whether they're male, female, whatever. If you have the two males and the two females, and then the one, let's say the tranny or whatever. If you have one tranny and then two males and two females, but yeah, so like let's say one male and one female are on one side and they agree on something. One male and one female are on the other side. They disagree with that. And the tranny like they agree with both because they don't want to be like, oh, I'm not judgmental. I'm not judgmental. I agree with you and I agree with you. I'm not hating on anyone. If you do whatever you want to do in your own life, you only have one life. So I do encourage you to be happy with your one life. But that also means you have to be happy with the decisions that you're making. I understand that people make decisions and sometimes they'll regret them. And I mean, hey, I guess, I mean, it means you're living, don't get me wrong, you're living because you regret or something. But like, darn. Just crazy to actually think of. Like, that's wild and trippy and all of the same aspect. But yeah, so like, I try not to come off judgmental and stuff like that. But like guys, the way I grew up, don't worry about other. Trust yourself and do what you want to, and and do what you want, and what makes you happy more than people's option. I mean opinion, I think. But yeah, I understand that I do. But I am one of those guys who's like who like I try and think of everything. You know what I mean? Oh, I agree with you. I agree with you too. I blah, 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 you know like I try not to make people mad, but I already know my opinion, the assumption and stuff like that will make people mad just regardless, right? So with that being said, it's like I don't know how to properly carry myself, if that makes sense, right? Like I said in last night's stream, I'm doing quite well physically and stuff like that. Like I'm doing quite well wealth wise and stuff like that at this time. But at the same time, true happiness and stuff like that, I can't find that. I can't find true happiness. Why? Because my body has been programmed, it seems like, to follow, if that makes sense. Like the 9 to 5 or that type of mindset, right? Like, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, blah 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 blah. I gotta be their bitch essentially until my time comes. When I'm like what, 30, 40, 50, and by that time I'll probably be almost gone, if you know what I mean. It's scary. It's a true scary fact. It scares the shit out of me. If you don't mean to curse everyone, but like it scares the if you do positive and you do, they will love you. And if you do one think negative, they will forget all and get negative. That's a smart comment. Thank you for that. I agree. I try and stay positive. At my work, I'm always positive because that someone comes with the job. But I always go to work with a positive mindset, and I usually leave with a positive mindset. Before, when I was at work, I always remember this time when I was at work. We were getting off. And where are you from? I'm from Canada. But yeah, anyway. So yeah, so I was leaving work, and it was just me and this girl, and this girl was walking out of the building, and I was like, "Have a good night," and she just blatantly ignored me. In my head, I was like, "You bitch," you know what I mean? Like, you bitch, because it's like I'm trying to be a good person. I'm trying to just, it's not even work anymore. Where are you from? I just answered you, right? But yeah, so I was like, "You bitch," in my head, because it's like I'm trying to give a good vibe here. I'm trying to say, "Have a good night." I don't care what you're gonna do in your night, but I'm just saying, "Have a good night." And you blatantly ignored me. Like, that's kind of messed up in my opinion, but it's whatever. People have their own problems. So that's when I relate back to money. Everybody. All right. What? Okay. Anyway, so I relate back to money, and it's like I already know my bank account is more than yours. I already know the options that the bank allows me to have, like the options that they're somewhat giving me, is greater than yours. So it's like you need to come here and work. I don't needed, but I do enjoy money. Okay, what is this? Keep your head up. Thank you, Dennis. I appreciate that a lot. I've been really going through mentally the past couple of weeks, to be honest. What's up? What's up? Yo, what's up? Hi. But anyway, what's up is I'm struggling mentally yet again, and it's like I don't know how to reverse. I don't know how to turn my car around and go the other way to be positive. You know what I'm saying? Ah, man. But honestly, guys, if I can just say one thing, this right here, me, you, this whole thing, don't be like that. Thank you. Enjoy life. I'm trying to, but the more I try and do something like enjoy life, the more I can find negative obstacles in the way. You know what I mean? Maybe it's just my own brain setting up roadblocks. But guys, I also do want to let you guys know I do have a mental illness, and the mental illness is called multiple sclerosis, right? And so I got that. I was I was diagnosed with that when I was pretty young. The doctors told me like, yeah, you're very young to be getting this. Then at the same time, I was thinking like, oh my, if I'm too young to be, if I'm young and you're diagnosing me with this already, like, what does that mean for my lifespan? You know what I mean? Like, that's scary in all aspects. Like, does that mean I'm gonna die young? Probably. I don't want to think like that because that's just negative in every way. But I just want to do good as I can. As I can. Like before, guys, when I was coming down with multiple sclerosis, it's not really a coming down type of illness. But as the doctors were fully figuring out it was multiple sclerosis, ever smoked bud? Yeah, dude, I smoked a lot of bud. I smoked more bud than you, man. Like, come on, Dennis Cope. It doesn't smoke weed. I mean, can I show this? Can I show this, dude? Can I show this? Wait. Here, I'll just quickly show you. Like, yeah, I've engaged. Oh wait, I've engaged in the ganja. I hope that wasn't bad to show though. YouTube, don't demonetize me. I don't do that. Find yourself. Find yourself, what makes you happy, and only for you. I understand. Playing Fortnite makes me happy. Unfortunately, you can't get paid. You can't get paid for you're playing Fortnite. Get a job. I have a job, buddy. Thank you very much. I have a job. Thank you very much, though. Appreciate that advice. See, like, that actually pissed me off because he's like, get a job, bro. It's like, I have one. You like, come on. Do you have a job? I hope you do. But either way, anyway, so point being, it's Sunday too. Like, what? It's a holy day. Like, what? Okay, anyway, point being, do you play Roblox? No, and I'll tell you why. I don't play Roblox because people, I've heard there's a lot of pedophiles on that stuff, and that scares me. I know I'm a grown man or whatever the heck, but like, I don't want to be associated with anything like that. Hobby, I like to exercise. It's hard to do that right now. I do shoveling, if that counts. In the wintertime, I do some shoveling. But I would like to go for like walks and runs and shit like that, but I can't because I'm not gonna be in the snow. Like, that just seems ridiculous in every aspect. As well as I exercise at my job too. I'm just saying. I like to cook, even though I don't really cook that much. But every time I do cook, it's very good. It's very good. I'll probably do some kind of cooking video in the future. I've been lifting weights and shit. I mean, this is only a 20-pound weight, but I've been lifting weights. I've been doing that. I've been lifting all that stuff, and it's just like, it's just ridiculous in every aspect. Waiting for it. What does that mean, waiting for it? Did you say something that I could take? Like, you didn't even say anything for, like, what? Waiting for what? I don't know. So you like Fortnite? I do. You want to know why the main reason I like Fortnite is what is cooking video with a laughing face? Like, the emojis, I don't really understand them. I don't. It makes no sense to me. Oh, I'm gonna do an emoji of laughing. It's like, what the fuck? Okay, that's funny. I can clearly tell. Like, see, this is the whole negative mindset thing coming in. You might just be actually laughing because, oh, he's gonna do a cooking video. Haha, that's funny. But like, I'm taking this like, oh, you're dissing me? You're dissing me? You don't think I can do a cooking video? Fuck, I'll make some toast very well. No, that's a joke. Now we're losing the viewers, guys. We're losing the viewers. And this is like the whole mindset nowadays in 2025 and up. Losing the viewers, or we're losing it. I have a job. I literally just told you this 4 times. It's Sunday, my dude. It's literally Sunday. My job, you don't have to work on Sundays or the weekend. There's a week thing. I say I'm waiting for a cooking video. Okay, well, I'll bring you one out soon there. Ruchab Bosale 14. Anyway, point being, guys, or to the 2 people that are in here at this time, point being is like, I've been just fucking, I want to take out my anger. You know what I mean? Get a job, bro. Okay, I get your whole little trolling attempt is good, but I have a job, so it's like, doesn't really mean anything. Just because I have this. Why? Because it's wintertime, and this is like a safety guard without it actually being a safety guard. You know what I mean? I'm not going to wear a balaclava because I have this. You get what I'm saying? You must be a person that can grow facial hair, and I'm sorry for that. Hopefully later on you can find a way to grow some facial hair. I don't know what I'm supposed to say to that or react to that with. But anyway, so, oh yeah, no, I could show you. I could show you some moolah, but I don't want to because it's like, you're apparently not supposed to do that over the internet, I've been told, so I'm not going to do that. But yeah, so point being is I came here, oh, hi, hello, Liz, Shortit. But yeah, so point being, why I'm making this video is like, this is a good way to self-counsel. Okay, yeah, you're good at job shit, it's not really, I guess you just want attention, little guy. I guess you just want some attention. Little guy just wants attention. Oh. But yeah, anyway, so point being, guys, this is like another self-counseling session that people can look in on and be like, oh yeah, bruh. Dude, I hate the young generation. Okay, bye and stay positive. Okay, bye. Thanks, Liz. But yeah, it's like the whole young generation be like, oh, bruh. Like, calm down on me. Like, you're a good person in life, I guess. But we just gotta chill. We just gotta do some breathing exercises and shit. But yeah, so point being, it's like, man, I realize I can't let stuff that doesn't actually bother me, if that makes sense. Bruh, bruh, bruh. Like, you know what I mean? I gotta stop doing that because it's gonna encourage this child to be like, bruh, bruh, bruh. But anyway, point being, guys, it's like, where do you lives? I lives in your dumpster behind your building. I live in Walmart. You know where you go in to get your shopping carts? That's where I live. I live behind the shopping carts, bruh, bruh, bruh. But yeah, so anyway, point being, man, this is like a self-counting session that I turned into just the F. What does F mean? F you? Oh, no. F-U-C? Oh my lord, dude. Don't even say the last one. Do not put that last letter. I dare you not to. But yeah, so point being is like, this is, he spelled the cuss word. He cursed at me, everybody. Hi. Hello, Macon Ortega. Lol, sorry, it's okay, dude. I'm not going to hold it against you that you spelled a curse word over the internet. I grew up in the Xbox COD lobbies and all that stuff. I grew up then, where people would say, like, the N-word and stuff like that through the microphones or whatever the heck, talking. Pay attention. Please. Thank you for adding the please, but I appreciate that. But anyway, yeah. See, like this engagement, WTH. What the hey? Hey, what does a gay horse eat? Hey! Or sorry, the word is, I should actually correct that. What does a homosexual horse eat? Hey! I got that joke from Kenny vs. Penny, just saying. You gotta be Canadian, or at least a cool person to have watched it. All the episodes are free on YouTube. Whoever erst... Ooh, this person's... I have a joke. What is your joke, dude? It takes some real cojones to tell a joke on the internet. It takes some real cojones, real big ones too, man. What is your joke? Tell me the joke. Come on, man. Come on, Niaz, whatever your name is. Whoever erst frick you? Why did the cow cross the road? Because he needed to. Like, what? Silly guy, man. Are you gonna say I'm a cow? Are you gonna say you're a cow? Slaps. Wait, what is it? Clapz? Slaps? I think it's Clapz. To go to the movie. Oh, buddy, you guys got jokes. I appreciate that. That was a good one. That was a really good joke. Nice, clean joke. I appreciate that a lot. Why did the cow cross the road? To go to the movies. That was a good one. Yeah, I don't know if vaping's allowed on the internet, but yeah. Put you close to... Oh, no. I'll put you close to my hair. My chest hairs. It's pretty cold, I'll be honest. And 1 second. Can I just, like, turn this off for a second or no? Because, like, I gotta go feed my cat or something like that, but I don't want to stop this. Oh, yo, the 6'7" stuff. See, that's something that I learned at my work. 6'7". Like, 6'7". Can I tell you one? Can I tell you a joke? My jokes are pretty mean, I'll be honest. I gotta think of one. I gotta think of one. I'll be right back. Yo, give me like 2 seconds. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go feed my cat. I'll be right back. If you stay around, that's awesome. Dudes, man, I probably lost all my viewers. My viewers. Do we have any viewers? Sorry, dude, I'm thinking of a joke right now. had to feed my cat. I don't know about you people, but I have other things that I have to help. Can't think of any jokes at this time. I really can't. Let's try this one. Let's do it. What type of game do you usually play as? What kind of game character do you play as? Sure, I'll answer that. Oh no, I don't know what this is doing. I don't know what this thing means. Sure, I'll just drag that there. 6'7" is a bad word. Lock it up. Yo, apparently like that shit got taken out of schools and stuff. You know, they like started banning it. They're like, no, 6'7". I looked up what it came from. Apparently, it was like some YouTube video, some YouTube short, or something. Kid was at like a basketball game for a school or whatever, and he was like 6'7", and I can't really see me do it here. Can I just put you up against my coffee mug quick fast? Okay. They're like 6'7", you know. It was silly. I don't know. But apparently that became a big thing. You know, when life's short, lit's short. Lit's short. Yeah, lit's short. 6'7". No, I agree with that. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to be one of those adults, whoever the heck that's like, don't say that. Get that out of my face. I'll say it back to you. Be like, 6'7". I'll do the hand thing too. Like I'm juggling my balls. 6'7". You know. You get what I'm saying. But yeah, anyway. One viewer. We're down to one. That's okay though. Life's short. Gotta put on for the one viewer. So I want to tell that joke though. So like, why did the dog cross the road? No, it did not. Lit's short. It did not come from, I forget his name. Can't think right now. I know the rapper too. Fuck. Forget his name. But it didn't come from that song. It came from, that song originated from the meaning of that video. When the kid was like 6'7" or whatever. But yeah, so anyway, point being is, why did the cat eat the mouse? If you heard my cat, he answered it. No, yeah, Dude, yes. Dude by Skrilla or something like that. It didn't, that's not where it came from, guy. It came from the video. Then, because the video got so popular, Skrilla, or whatever his name is, was like, I'm gonna make a song referencing 6'7". I'm not gonna lie. I listened to it a couple times. It wasn't even that good of a song, if you want me to be honest. It just wasn't my taste. Like, it was okay, it was good. But it just wasn't my taste. But yeah, so I honestly just got... Oh, now we lost all our viewers. We just lost all our viewers. Oh, we got one viewer back. Okay, so anyway, point being is like, do you guys believe in long distance relationships? Like, do you actually believe like they are something that can actually like really happen? I don't. I'll be honest, I don't know. I'm a pretty needy person in the sense like I want your attention and I want your, not you guys or whatever, like, not YouTube. Oh, we lost our viewer, but that's okay. I got out. I got out of a relationship. 6'7", I just bit right on the highway. Doesn't even say I have a viewer in here, so how did you comment? Like, what? What does this mean? Okay, anyway, point being is like, I got out of a long distance relationship kind of thing or whatever the heck. Like, I don't want to actually say I got out of it, but I kind of got out of it because like I was always feeling less of a man, if that makes sense. I was always feeling less of the individual that I know I am. Like, no matter what. And so like this person was younger than me. Before I would always look at older women or whatever the heck. I would always look at like my other person to be older than me, just so like they can like handle me, if that makes sense. Like my craziness or whatever, sometimes my stupid idiotic rants and all that stuff, and they could look at it and just see like, oh, he's just being himself. So I was in like a relationship or whatever the heck you'd want to call it, with like a girl who was not even in the place where I live at, right? I'll be honest, it sounds kind of sadder of that, but I understand we're also going into a new year and all that stuff. And like nowadays, apparently, I've been told it's becoming more and more and more common for long distance relationships it's been common for long distance relationships to actually like work and stuff like that. Which don't get me wrong, I'm sure they can, but like what I need in my life, well, I just want to be happy with my life. That's it. Like that's my goal. That's my goal in long life, right? But I don't know. Anyway, point being is like I really just came on here to do a little self counseling or something like that. But yeah, looks like we dropped in viewers. We got 0 viewers. But either way, point being is like I just love interacting with people, but like interacting with people in real life, IRL. Oh, we're back to 1. What's up, person? You guys just leave me and then you come back. It just hurts. It hurts so much. I'm tired of people leaving and abandoning me. But anyway, point being is like I kind of just dipped out. I didn't dip out. I won't say it like that. I won't put it like that because that isn't a manly thing to do. But like I evaluated the situation that I was in with this girl, and I kind of stepped away because it's like knowing, like I told you guys, like I have multiple sclerosis and shit like that. So when you have an illness such as multiple sclerosis, your doctors will tell you like stress is the number one downfall of that. Like that's the one thing that'll really kick in and bite you in the ass in the end or whatever the heck is being stressed out. And I was only realizing with this girl, I was only just becoming more and more stressed out. And every time I got mad at her or something like that, it wasn't out of nowhere. It was just built up because like she would say or she would like do something even though it was over the camera or the fuck. Like it's not like she was a cam girl or anything like that. Don't get me wrong. She was a good girl in my eyes, but like the more and more I found out about her and her past and all that stuff, the more and more I was not connecting with her mentally, obviously not physically, because that's where the long distance stuff comes in. Like you actually can't connect with this person physically in any sense. I'm not even talking about. I'm just talking about even hugging her, holding her, or anything like that. Like you just can't do that. Like it's physically impossible. You know what I mean? So I had to plan to fly out and see her during the summertime, right? But it's like I don't really think that can happen. What, am I the only one here? Right now at this time, you are, my dude. You are. So you could be like, well, Clapz, you're a loser. You're a loser, Clapz. It's okay, buddy. I almost have. Oh no, you're 3. There's 3 more in here apparently. It's crazy how it just jumps up like that to 4 freaking viewers. That's cool. Well, I put on for 1 viewer. I put on for 2 viewers. I put on for any amount of viewers that want to actually stop in and say hello, Clapz. I used to go by Goody. I used to go by God like Goody, but then I actually visited churches, and some woman was, I swear to God in my life, that some woman was like, she had her phone up, I was sitting right across from her on the table, she had her phone up like as if she was taking pictures of me. Oh, now there's 7. But she had her phone up as if she was like taking pictures or something like that, but she was trying to be discreet about it, right? And I had the feeling like, hey man, this bitch is taking pictures of me, or something like that. And I don't need that in my life. I don't need some random old woman taking pictures of me. Just saying. Okay, so point being is like, so I dropped the name God like Goody. I went to Goody YT or something, and then I typed in my own name on Google, or not on Google, on YouTube. I typed in Goody YT, and I saw that there's this African American dude. He's like, I'm Big Goody YT. It's like, okay, you're awesome. You're very original. You're very unique in the sense of like you literally took someone else's name on YouTube, but you just put B in front of it. You just put the letter B. B Goody YT. And it's like, in my opinion, I feel like you're spreading like, your motivation isn't actual true motivation, but like that's just me, dude. But I also understand and realize like we're on 2 different wavelengths, if that makes sense. Like you're on the, I think you're trying to do a come up, but your come up isn't like, it's not for the right thing, if that makes sense, you know? But yeah, so point being, guys, now we're back down to 1. Niaz. It's like Diaz, but it's Niaz. So I hope you guys have a great day, great night, and maybe I'll be back in a bit. But anyway, Anyway, peace on out here, guys. Woo!